In February of 1968, the Russian sub K-129 left its port and went on its patrol route going north. It made its 2 regular check-in calls every 12 hours, but by the time it was supposed to make its 3rd check-in call, it went silent. We detected an explosion outside of Hawaii. We found the submarine resting on the bottom of the ocean. The speculation remains that the submarine went rogue and was going to attempt to launch a nuclear missile on Hawaii.
Navy veteran Kenneth Sewell writes about the K-129 in his book Red Rogue, which was later turned into the movie Phantom starring Ed Harris and David Duchovny.
I had an opportunity to sit down with Kenneth Sewell and talk about what inspired him to write the book and how the book became into a movie.
I never intended to write a book. I like to write. I had written letters to the editor. I did some newspaper articles for small magazines and local newspapers and that. And also when I had my business, I used to do these technical proposals for selling equipment to the government, research equipment. And some of the proposals were 1,000 pages because, of course, they had a lot of questions they wanted answered, and you had to do it in great detail. The CIA, wanted a book written, and I started looking into the story of the K-129, and it was 3 years of working on that. The Russian submarine K-129 went down in 1968 and off of Hawaii. If you follow the conventional thought, went to Howard Hughes, built a ship, went out, retrieved it, broke in half, they got a little piece of it. The thing of it is, the year after it sank, my old unit, Submarine Development Group 1, went out there with the Trieste, and we stripped that sub like a Thanksgiving turkey. We got everything out off of it we wanted, and there was no need to really bring the sub up because it was an old World War II design. When you do a book and you got a major publisher like Simon & Schuster, you have a publicist, and and they go through a lot of steps. I got signed up with a talent agency out in California, APA or something like that. I mean, one of the big ones. And you sign up for them, and they're there to market movie rights. Okay? Well, okay, that's fine. And immediately, Warner Brothers bought the movie rights to the book. Now, what they do is they say, okay, you're going to get $5,000 a year, and for the first 5 years, we can cancel if we want to or not. We'll just send you the check. I said, okay, fine, $5,000 a year. That's great, And then after 5 years, then what happens is I can cancel. They could cancel, or I can cancel. I get a right of refusal. So it was coming up on the 5 years, and Todd had got a hold of the book and read it, and he called me up and said, I read your book, really great. Who owns movie rights? And I said, well, Warner Brothers does right now, but come June, July, whatever it was, I said, I have a right of refusal. He goes, great. He said, look, they have hundreds of book rights, sitting on their desk, and they'll select a few. And I said, now, to do your movie, Warner Brothers, to do your movie, it's going to be a $100 million movie. And I said, oh, wow, that's impressive. They don't do that many $100 million movies. What I think we can do it for $3, $4, $5 million. And I said, I think I can get the money. I said, you can sit there and take your $5,000 a year, and probably nothing will ever happen. But he says, I think we could do this. So that's how we got into doing the movies.
You understand this is completely classified. Your technicians have no personal records.
I don't want any of our crew getting between them and whatever the hell it is they're doing.
Maybe you'd like to tell us what we're risking 86 lives
for our patriotic duty.
You ever start a war, Mr. Bruni? You know something I don't? Because our mission will be compromised.
That presumes you know what our mission is.
Somebody dive the boat or I'll shoot the captain.
There are only 2 reasons why a boat would go rogue. One is to defect, and the other is to start a war. And I don't think we're defecting. We'll be starting the apocalypse.
We will emerge on the right side of history.
Check your weapons.
You give me no recourse.
Recourse for what?
To take back my ship.
Engage the Phantom.